What's up, everyone? Happy Thursday. Today we have my 5 favorite snap-on hand tools. Now, this isn't including things like scanners or scopes or toolboxes or anything like that. These are just the 5, hard line tools. I know this flashlights and things aren't really considered hand tools, but you're still using, it's not electronics or tool storage or anything like that. But these, I feel like these 5 things, you can't really, you can get other brands, but I feel like Snap-on does it best when it comes to these 5 things. And these are in no particular order, but starting with the first would be the Flank Drive Plus wrenches. I've had these for years now, and the big deal with these is the open end has the little teeth that grab instead of grabbing the corners, they grab the flat on the bolt or nut, and the end on these are so strong compared to just your regular brand. Like, you don't even really need to use a line wrench for taking off like transmission lines, unless the bolt or nut is just completely rusted out. There's a very good chance that you're going to be able to take it off with these. And I couldn't imagine using someone else's wrenches. These make everyone else's look pretty pathetic, and someone would have to really show me where someone else did basic combination wrenches better than Snap-on. So that's number 1. Number 2 is the CT, I think it's 725. Got the boot on it, so I don't know. But it's the 14.4 volt 1/4 inch impact. I use this more than any of the other tools. For anything like 10 millimeter or below, even 12 millimeter and below, working under the hood or inside the car, any of those scenarios, this is by far my favorite, my go-to for small fasteners. When you get into the bigger ones, I have different options like the other Snap-on and the Milwaukee, but I use this one far more for when I'm diagnosing a vehicle or changing parts inside the dash. This is definitely the go-to. It seems to have just the right amount of power. It's not overpowered, it's not underpowered, it's just the right amount of power for 1/4 inch fasteners. So 3 is Snap-on's basic 3/8 drive long flex head ratchet. This is my second one. I finally broke the first one a few years back, but this is the go-to ratchet. I can't really think of a different ratchet that I would use more than this one. It has enough leverage to get just about any fastener loose, but part number on that is oh yeah, that's definitely not going to focus. It is way too shiny. FHL F80A, that's it. But comfort grip, they don't last forever, but they make all the difference if you're having to really pound on something. So that's the third item. Definitely couldn't imagine using another one. That's, I have other ratchets, but 90% of the time that's the one I'm going for. Next, Snap-on's let's look at the part number. Let's find this part number. I don't know what the part number even is on this light. It's definitely my go-to. So, I don't know if that's part number or not. E or something. Anyway, one of those numbers is the part number. I think it's that E Carbo 420. E Carbo 420. That sounds about right. Anyway, rechargeable flashlight. You've got forward facing really bright light, got a magnet on the bottom, so you can put it like that, and it also has a magnet on the side. I didn't know that for the longest time I had it. I thought it only went that way, but apparently you can also put the magnet or hang the flashlight sideways. Also has, I think it's got a couple of power levels. It brightens up, so it's a pretty bright light. The battery time is really good with this light. It'll go for hours and hours and hours. So that's number 4 on the list, is the flip light from Snap-on, and I got it in orange. It does use the new USB-C, the one that, the connector that you can flip either way that most of the new smartphones use. And the final, which is not in any order, it's going to be Snap-on's 3/8 impact wobblers. And I've actually got another brand here to compare to. I've got the gray pneumatic ones, and they're really floppy, a lot of play in them. Whereas the Snap-on, this one's really old. Like, there's still not any play. It's still really tight. You know, it's still a flank drive socket. I use these all the time. These are lifesavers. They're pretty pricey if you get the absolute full set. I didn't get the full set. I just got the ones I needed and then filled in the blanks with these, which at some point I'm going to replace, because they're floppy. They're not as bad as Harbor Freight, but they're pretty bad. But these, you know, they have no collar. You can get them in some really tight spots, and you combine that with a good 3/8 impact, and you pretty much can get whatever you want off. So anyway, that's the video for today. Hope you liked it. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Remember to subscribe. I'm making a video every day this week, maybe even Saturday and Sunday. Make it this weekend, make 4-wheeler videos or something, I don't know. But anyway, hope everyone has a good day, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.